Hi kids, sorry we can't be in the studio learning about ceramics together. Obviously that's our preferred method of learning something that's hands-on. But it's really important that we stay safe and healthy by practicing social distancing, and because of that we're on this adventure learning how to do ceramics online. So this first video is just to show you how to set up a mini home studio with some of the materials that I sent you and some materials that you might find around the house. So the materials I sent you a brick of clay, and along with that there was a letter, and there's also a little baggie that had some materials in it, a piece of wire, a little piece of Tyvek material, a small sponge. So you'll need all of those things. Don't throw away the piece of Tyvek material. And you'll probably also want to work on finding some things around your house that can help you be successful in creating a ceramics project. Okay, so I'm in my home studio, and I have a lot of things that I can use here, but you probably don't have a home studio, so I'm just going to help you find some things. So the first thing is you might want to find a substrate to work on, and I found a chopping board. You can also use a cookie sheet. I think it's just a good surface to work on so that you can kind of keep your mess contained. And then you want to find a couple of bags. So I've got a bread bag here, and this is a good bag for storing your clay scraps, and a produce bag. It's a little bit lighter weight, and this is good for covering your project. And you want to be really careful not to waste any clay on any of the projects that we do, because you have such a limited supply and no way of getting more. Okay, other things, I've got a little jar of just white vinegar. So you can get like a little snap lock container or something like that just to put vinegar in, or just a little bowl. And then I wanted to make a clay cutoff tool, so I found some dental floss and a couple of corks, and I just tied dental floss to either cork, and now I have a clay cutoff tool. Then other things, I found this kind of beat up little spatula at my house. It's this bent handle, so I'm just going to pull that off. And I might use this rounded end for reaching into a deep corner or something. So this is kind of like a wood sculpting tool. Might use that. And then what I was really looking for with this was this silicone end. And this is just a rubber rib, so you can smooth things out with it. Then I have a dull pencil. And if you want, you can actually draw into your clay with this, and we'll be doing some clay etching. If you want a finer line, you might sharpen your pencil. And I like this pencil with a slightly worn eraser because I can, again, reach into deep corners and smooth things out with the eraser. Lastly, a makeup brush. So this is perfect for applying that black underglaze that I got you, and I'll be sending out some more videos doing a step-by-step process on the project. So a makeup brush is good. If you cannot find a makeup brush, or you don't have a soft paintbrush around, you can even apply the underglaze with just a finger is fine. Okay, inside your bag, you want to keep all your materials, but you'll have one piece of wire here, and this wire, you're going to make a wire loop tool with it. So I just found a marker, or you can use a pen if you want, and just put the wire around the marker, and then you're just going to twist it to make a smaller loop. So I'm just holding the two ends of the wire with my hands and twisting the marker around and around, like that. Okay, and you can leave it like that if you want, but I'm going to cut off the end. I happen to have some pliers right here. And I'm just going to tuck that end in so it's not pokey. Okay, and now what I have is a wire loop tool that I can use to scoop out forms. And I'm gonna, and I also have a needle tool on the end, so I can use this end for scoring. And then I'm gonna take some masking tape. This part is optional. You don't have to do this, but you know, it just makes it nicer to hold on to. So I'm just gonna wrap it around the twisted wire to make kind of a handle. And it also covers up that extra piece of wire. Okay, now as you work, you might find that this loop is a little bit too big, so you could twist it more. Probably would take some pliers to do that, or you can bend it. But I think that's a pretty good size. All right, so keep your eye on Google Classroom for the next videos, which will show you a step-by-step process on how to make your projects, depending on what class you're in. Okay.